Welcome to Some Good Tea, where we drink some tea and we share some tea. I'm your host, Katie, and today I'm being joined by Bree.
Hello.
She's back.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Everyone's so excited. It's just...
It's a good time. And we're enjoying some tea. This one's called Goodberry, and it's by Jasmine Dragon Dehydrated Potions. We haven't had one of their teas in a little bit on the podcast.
It smells
Oh my gosh. Theirs are so fun. So they make loose leaf teas. And this is a very like fruity forward tea. It's great for summertime. You can do it iced. We've made it just like your standard steeped tea. I was actually going to do iced tea today, but then it got rainy and cold.
So, like, it's not even necessarily cold because it is humid and it's still like you got the like 70s probably that it is. But like rain always just makes you want to just be like, nope, blanket, cozy tea.
Down.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to be enjoying today while we talk about our topic of being weird human adults.
What a way to introduce that.
Thanks.
Being weird human adults. As opposed to being weird donkey adults?
Donkey adults or spider, dragons.
I want to be a dragon adult. Can I
That
do
would
that?
be, yeah.
Can I just switch?
Sure.
Can I just
I don't know.
change species?
I think there's somewhere that you like check a box when you like signed up for this.
I don't recall checking the box.
You
but
checked
I
the
probably
wrong
just
one.
like skimmed it. You
Yeah,
know, like
in the
that's how you
tutorial.
Just skim, any amount of like paperwork. And stuff. I don't know.
So you know when you're like going through, all the like when you do the updates and stuff, and it's like you need to read this agreement, and you click the box that says like I read and agreed. It was in one of those.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I just agreed to the terms
default. The default was human adult.
I didn't change my contract.
You didn't change it.
I didn't know as a fetus to change.
Yeah, you should have just like changed it before you just hit agree to all.
Agree all as opposed to agree but change to dragon.
Yeah.
Like it was right below.
Right below that.
See it,
yeah, with the little asterisks. Yeah, cannot be undone.
Is legally binding. Lifely binding, thank you.
For all eternity.
Oh, man. Missed that part.
But hey, guess what, though? This tea's really good.
Hold on, I'm ready. Oh, it's way too good. Oh, I don't know that. Oh, it's so good, though. I'm going to speak zero amount. I'm just going to be sipping the tea.
That's okay.
Oh, my gosh, that's so good.
Isn't that so good?
Oh.
Yeah, this is called Goodberry. It lives up to its name. Jasmine Dragon Dehydrated Potions. They do have an actual storefront that you can physically go to, but they do have a presence online, guys. Look them up on Etsy. They're wonderful.
Will
highly recommend. Our topic is the weirdness of being human.
Yeah.
Would you like to roll the dice first?
Sure, I can most certainly do that.
Like,
I'm scared.
Unconscionably excited.
Didn't I get like a nat 1 last time on the first?
I hope you get a 1.
It's a 14.
You got a 14. You got a 14.
It's middle ground. We're in middle
okay.
Home there. Oh, I'm scared. What is this question? You're looking at me weird and scared.
Okay, so the reason why I paused there was 1, for dramatic effect, and 2, because I can answer this question for you already.
What?
So, when you eat, this is a subconscious thing that you do every single time for your entire life that you have never thought about, and you are going to think about now.
I'm going to be self-conscious about eating.
Forever. Okay? There have been some pretty interesting studies about this. I don't know why. Okay? Except that, because this is the premise of this podcast. Humans are weird. Right? Just keep that in mind. There have been some really weird studies that have looked into this.
You're scaring me so
You're
bad.
welcome.
I'm like red in the face. Like, I don't know what's going on.
You just did it again. So, every single time that you eat or drink, you do this thing.
Like, everyone does this thing?
Everyone does or does not do this thing.
Okay.
Every single time. Do you subconsciously stick out your tongue?
Yeah.
Or not?
I'm pretty sure I do.
Are you sure?
No. Because now I'm wrong. Whatever I say was gonna be wrong. I was like, no, I'm incorrect. No matter what I said. No, okay, hold on.
Don't think about it.
I do. I 100%
You do. You do.
I hate myself.
It's not a lot, right?
No, it's just like the little like lick of the lip or whatever.
Yeah, everybody at home is like, wait, what? No, you're not sticking your tongue out like a mile out of your mouth.
You're not like a lizard just...
No. What's going on is that like some people stick their tongue out to like
clean their lips.
To like receive the food.
Okay.
Right? And other people don't. They just like ram the food into their mouth and hope for the best.
Okay, because I definitely like it. Yeah. That's natural. I hate it.
No. But you don't think about it.
No.
Until you're thinking about it.
Yeah. That's kind of the entire topic of today is you don't think about it until you think about it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hate it.
Isn't that weird? It's super weird. But it starts to make sense.
It does make a lot of sense because I'm like, yeah, no, I'm putting the food on my tongue or I'm like,
yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
That I don't understand how people
but
just like
then because think about it. So I stick my tongue out just a teeny bit, right? It's like you're catching it.
Okay.
Like especially if you're eating a salad or like soup.
Soup, most definitely.
Or like breakfast cereal or like
anything that's like scoopable.
Like ice cream. Like that stuff really starts to make sense because your brain's very much like
I think about like chicken
catch
nuggets.
It. Yeah, then it's like why do you gotta catch it? But like
holding it with my hand, like with
why
finger foods, like like fries. That doesn't make any sense to me anymore now because now I'm having an existential crisis.
But you do it. You do it and you're not even thinking about it.
I hate this.
But there's people who don't do it and they're not even thinking about it, right?
Okay, you want to know the weirdest thing that I'm going to start doing in my life? I'm going to start just watching people eat. See what they do.
Legitimately, like if my podcast could have like one effect on this world, I want it to turn all of you guys into the weirdos that stare at people while they eat their food.
I'm already a people watcher.
To see if they stick their tongue out or if they don't. Okay? Because it's pretty much an even split. And you will notice that the people who don't stick their tongue out tend to be a little bit more sloppy than the people who do.
Like they just get like mustard in the
just like a little bit. They're not like slobs.
No.
Okay? Like they're not like slobs. Okay,
they're not like the beast level.
For you to like judge people, all right? And the people who stick their tongues out, right? They're not like little lizards, okay? It's not like they're like a chameleon, okay? Right? But
it's fine.
They're sticking their tongue out.
It's all that's coming into my head is the Mushu line where he's like lizard, dragon. I don't do that tongue thing.
And then he immediately
and then immediately does the tongue thing. It's fine.
Yep. Like
I hate it. I'm sorry, I hate it.
She immediately goes to sip her tea.
I go to sip my tea and I'm trying to like not do it.
Yeah.
It's going well.
It's subconscious. So if you think about it, you can conscientiously not stick your tongue out or actively stick your tongue out more.
I just about like spew because I was trying to keep it.
Exactly.
None of that went well just now.
No.
None of it.
And it tends to, just like anything that you do subconsciously, it tends to, if you prevent yourself from doing it, you're going to actually be more sloppy. If you stick your tongue out. And if you're a type of person who doesn't stick your tongue out when you receive food or liquid or whatever to your mouth, you will find that you become slightly less sloppy if you start like receiving it. Like think about like catching it with your tongue. But like as soon as you stop thinking about it, you're going to stop doing it because it's subconscious.
I hate it.
Isn't that the weirdest thing?
Most like
dude,
niche thing that someone was like, I'm going to do research.
Somebody got paid
to watch someone and be like, are you sticking your tongue out there?
Not to just watch one person.
No, it was like a study of people.
They got to watch lots of people.
Yeah, that's real creepy.
They got paid for that.
I hate it.
Why are we like this?
Why is the human race just sitting there going, you know what we should do today? Like, you know, they like walked into like the pitch meeting and they're like, guys, I have an idea.
No, legitimately. Like, okay. Like
they're like strapped for cat. They don't know what to do. I
come from a STEM background, guys. Like someone had to, like, was required to pitch this
and had like a whole like research paper made on it to pitch it to people of the board or wherever. And we're like, this is gonna be revolutionary. Yeah. And they went,
and they got it funded. and then when they got their results, they then had to report that to more people.
They also got participation.
For
this.
They watched people people eat
were
food.
Like, yeah, you can just watch me eat and drink food because that's perfectly normal.
They measured stuff.
They like had a what is that called when you have like a research? Oh, what is
cohort?
It called? Like a cohort, a base, like a control. That's
control group. They had a control group,
and they had subgroups of the control.
They had like blinded groups.
Oh
yeah.
My God.
I mean, it wouldn't be too hard. It was mostly observational, right? It was an observational thing. I don't know what specifically you would be looking into, except for like I guess
yes or no.
Like, are you looking into how sloppy and or clean someone is when they eat? Like hand-eye coordination, hand-mouth coordination.
There's a few things where it's like, okay, but did you do it with finger food? Did you do it with a spoon? Did you do it with a fork? Did you do it with a knife?
Like,
I don't know.
Cross-cultural is also, is this, like, are we looking at, like, children versus adults versus, like, mothers feeding like a toddler, you know, like spoon feeding.
Okay, but why are we like genuinely now considering this? Like, why?
Yeah, I know. See, like,
we're doing the same thing that the researchers did.
It's getting weirder and weirder, right?
Because you just mentioned toddlers, we just went a lot different.
Yeah, and
now I'm like,
now you
does a
picture
baby stick their tongue out on their, like,
and you can see it in your head, right? You can see the little toddler like opening his mouth. And some toddlers, you could definitely picture them opening their mouth and sticking their tongue out to like get the spoon full of gross carrots.
Or what? Yeah, the baby food, like mashed up, looking orange.
And then some toddlers don't stick their tongue out, and that stays with them forever. Life.
That is the weirdest, trippiest thing to think about, because then you just go, I'm gonna catch myself staring at someone, like my roommates or whatever, when they're eating, and just be like, you don't stick your tongue out. Like you do, or whatever. And they're like, what are you talking about?
And you know what? Guys, you could go on a date.
I need to not be drinking this tea when you're talking.
You could go on a date and not say anything, okay?
Watching this
and
person.
No. And you could go out and get like ice cream and be like all cutie and flirty, right? And be like, get a spoonful of ice cream and go to like flirtatiously feed it to them.
Just to check. You're like, I can only date people that do stick. That's a stipulation you add to your dating pool.
No. Not as like a yes or a no, but
just want it to
but
be
just to know.
Just for your information.
Just to know.
You're like asking all the questions. It's like, where are you from? Like, how's your family? Like all that stuff, and then you're like, you want a little pizza?
Like, here comes the train into the tunnel.
Oh, no. I hate it, but I want to do it.
I know, right? Like, you kind of do. I'm
going to see my parents in like a week, so I'm just like sitting there going,
Please report back.
Can do.
Please just like subtly watch them, and I like legitimately the next time you're on my podcast, like I want you to tell me.
We'll update.
Please update. We're gonna be anxiously listening,
anxiously waiting
to find out. Do they catch stuff with their tongue, or do they just hastily ram things into their mouth?
Yeah, but here's another question: is it genetic? Like, if my parents do it, do I do it because of that? Or is it, like, just random?
Nature versus nurture.
Oh, God, we're getting into
it. See? Why are we weird like this, guys?
Because we like weird things.
Humans are so weird.
We are also people that play D&D, so
that's true.
There's that.
But see, like, that's not genetic, though, because we've already talked about my podcast, how my parents feel. Or specifically my dad.
Hates D&D.
My dad's very concerned about my well-being.
I mean, I'm concerned about that for different reasons. On a daily basis.
Thank you.
For, like, all of my friends. I'm always like, y'all good. Like, is everybody
okay
good?
over there?
Everybody okay over there?
Like,
over there? What's happening?
Hey, so I'm going to roll this dice again, because that weird topic, I think we've got weird enough. It's a whole four. Whole four. Okay. The question is... When is the last time you untied your shoes?
Nope, don't ever. Slip them on. Can't, don't. Most of them, okay, in my defense, most of my shoes do not lace up or tie. Most of them are like ankle boots.
Like, think about that.
But most of them do not tie.
Think about that.
But my tennis shoes will never be untied ever again.
Like, Think about that.
I ruined my shoes.
Think about it. Guys, we are adults. We have jobs. I pay taxes.
I hate that. Why did you bring up such a topic?
And like, okay, I have actually untied and then retied
before
a pair of shoes in the last month.
I have not.
One time.
I think in the last year I have.
Okay.
Within the last year.
Which, and I'm curious about this too, I feel like is actually rare.
Mm-hmm.
For like a weird reason.
I think it's because people just want to be quick.
Yeah.
And so they just slip on the shoe, and if they can tie it to a point where they can just slip it on, slip it off, it's easy.
Yeah, we're really
a lazy race.
We're like into slip-on shoes or like zip-up boots or like
we're a lazy species.
Stretchy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like so my ankle boots that I have, they have a little zipper.
Yeah, I got plenty of those cute little ankle boot things.
I can slip them on without undoing the zipper even because they have little stretchies on
like sandals. You're not going to tie those.
Freaking flip-flops are the best thing ever invented. Wore them today.
Yeah. Like even my work shoes. Even my work shoes are currently tied.
Yeah.
Have not been untied since I first tied them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's always like within the first month of getting a shoe.
Yeah.
I'll be very diligent about it.
You find that sweet spot.
I'm very diligent even though, like, because my mom used to yell at me for it when I was a kid.
No,
like, why don't you untie a shoe?
Legitimately, because they're like
to every single shoe. Yeah. She will untie and retie every single time she puts on.
Is that just our generation?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a lazy thing. I don't know. But
like everybody's like, you're gonna ruin your shoes, but it's like, but it's I haven't ruined them. No, but like I haven't ruined them yet.
But I feel like they see like ruining as like breaking in the shoe, where the shoe becomes like formed
to my foot.
Yeah, I feel like that, and at least in my experience, it's like that's when the shoe is like ruined is when it's conformed to your foot, and not just like on the inside,
but like you guys can come at me. You have my permission. The shoe that I have, the shoes. I don't have one foot. I have two. The shoes.
The pairs of shoes
that I have untied and then retied and do slip on and slip off. Still, go ahead and come at me. I'm prepared for it.
I do it.
Are my road running shoes.
Yeah.
I do actively slip them on and slip them off.
Yeah.
I do not untie and then retie them every single time.
I think my dad, who runs marathons, would have an aneurysm.
I'm sure. I know.
Shoes.
I'm sure there are runners that are so pissed at me right now. But like, here's the thing.
I also have the same pair of tennis shoes
need
for the past.
To do that with these running shoes. Like they're very comfortable the way they are. And like
if I change it, then it's gonna be too
the
tight
heel,
or too loose or whatever. Yeah.
And like the heel is such that like it's designed for me to slip it on and off. Like it is designed for that.
Okay, I feel like that's very different. If it's designed in that way, mine is
fair.
Like the back of my shoe is a very stiff back of my shoe because they're like tennis shoes. And I've had these shoes for like 5 years. Yeah. Don't do that with tennis shoes.
I mean they're not actually made for that.
But the back is literally broken. Like there's literally like if I put it on wrong, the back of the shoe will
folds in half
into my foot. Like it like
ow.
Like I need new shoes, but at the same time, I will not untie these shoes to make it easier to put them on and not break them. Okay. I won't do it.
Okay. I feel like that's really common with our just like walk around shoes. Still.
I also have like knee-high boots that I will not untie.
Yeah, but they have zippers though.
They have zippers. But it is really hard to get them up without untying. It's like a corset when you like lace up a corset. Fair. If you don't undo it, you can't get it off as easily.
That's true. I have boots like that, but at least mine are like I mean everybody's legs are shaped different, but like mine are like once you've got it formed, you can just zip them on and zip them off. But
that's fair. Most of mine I can zip on, zip off, or like slip on or whatever it is. There's this one pair that is always way too tight at the knee every time I put it on. And I'm always like,
how did this happen?
I didn't, like it's like the leather like shrunk
you have
something.
To redo it every time. That would be awful.
It's the worst.
That would truly be awful. Oh. Well, then
it's like a give and a take.
Worth it.
Yeah. The only thing is I can't wear them to cons because they're the biggest heel boot ever. And they're gorgeous. I'm not doing that at a con.
No,
I will
you
die on the floor before
you would die.
I wear that
would
be
con. So sad.
I would sit on a con floor and eat food off the con floor before
all
I do that to my feet.
All day long.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I'm not the only one, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, would you like to roll the dice?
Yeah.
Again, another
it's
weird
so
question.
And bluey and
thank you.
I like it. Oh, my.
Oh. We got a 1.
Whole nat 1. Womp womp.
So, like,
oh.
Is mouthfeel even important when it comes to food?
Mm-hmm.
Is it, though?
Very much so. If I don't like how it feels in my mouth, I'm spitting it out. I'm done. I can't do it. The weird. Okay, I have weird texture things. I have very weird texture things in terms of like things that I like. This is a thing.
Wow, you guys. Okay. I specifically chose this question to be a nat 1 question because I knew people feel strongly about mouthfeel, and boy, did I pick the right question.
Okay. So the thing is, I have a weird thing with like smoother textures where it's like yogurt is really hard because it's really smooth and it's just, I don't know. I don't like it. Water can be hard on certain days. Like, I will of course still drink water. I'm going to drink water. But like, it's weird. Tea would be hard on certain days. But like peanut butter is fine because it's like stickier. So it's not like smooth and like immediately.
Because it has like a tackiness.
Has it like it stops in my mouth. Like, it's not like it's just gonna go all the way back down, like just randomly.
It's like the slippery because it's slippery.
Yeah, or things that like gushers that have something that's slippery inside of them. I can't do it. Filled donuts, can't do it. Like, it's a weird thing. And it is the weirdest.
What?
It's the weirdest like sensory overload, but only on certain days. Sometimes I'm completely fine and they taste great and it's whatever. There's other days that I'm like, I am going to throw up. Like this, no. I can't do it.
And it's like a nausea thing?
It's like a gag reflex kind of a thing.
Whoa.
It's weird. Like, there's times where I'll like take a sip of water and I take too big of a
gulp.
Does
like temperature have a thing? Or is it like a volume?
I think it's more volume and the type of texture. Because if it's like I eat a huge mouthful of yogurt, can't do it. I don't like yogurt for that matter. I don't eat
It's
yogurt.
Not like even the taste.
No, I like the taste of yogurt.
What about like you know those yogurts that you like stir the bottom and then they have little fruit chunkies and
those
things?
are better because they have
like
texture. It breaks up the texture.
Wow.
If there's enough of it. Same thing with soup. I have to have like crackers in my soup or I can't do it.
So you wouldn't be able to do like the pureed like
a smoothie is a little bit different.
Single ingredient like soups where it's just like that like cream soup.
Yeah. Like I love tomato
but like
soup.
Stews and things you're like totally fine because it's a whole bunch of stuff.
Like a bunch of beans or a bunch of whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whole bunch
Can do those. Cannot do
like
smooth soups. Smooth, no additive soups.
Like the whole like
but
cream,
a smoothie is different.
Cream of
because a smoothie has slight texture because of the seeds and the
but if
it's
got
a super
little bits
smooth
of stuff.
Smoothie, can't do it.
Whoa.
Can't do super smooth milkshakes either.
What about like chocolate milk?
I can drink. Chocolate milk has a heavier texture.
Because like the
heavy cream almost. Yeah. Like it has a heavier texture. It's not just water. Like it's not just.
That's like No. Okay, so like I'm trying. No. Well, okay, so I know like for people like texture is like a food is like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too picky when it comes to like food in general. I don't like seafood, but it has nothing to do with like texture. It has everything to do with the fact that it smells and tastes like a duck pond.
It's fair. I can understand. Do you like sushi though?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I love sushi.
Oh gosh.
But I am a vegetarian, so I like vegetarian sushi, so it's not fish technically.
I like can't
cucumber
like
sushi.
Well, yeah. Like as long as it doesn't have like
I can't do seaweed.
Seaweed's like okay. Like the like good seaweed, well prepared seaweed.
It tastes like the ocean threw up in my mouth.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
If it's too fishy, then I'm not about it.
The smell of it, I can't.
It's just too fishy. Yeah. So if it's like really fishy seaweed, then it's okay. But if it's too fishy seaweed, then I'm not about it. But like it has nothing to do with the texture. It's very much like the smell and the taste of like oceany duck pond.
Not as much like mouthfeel, but more just like
smell.
Smell and texture, or not texture, smell and taste.
It tastes like a duck pond smells.
I love the duck pond.
It does.
I can smell it. Like I know what you're talking about.
All seafood to me tastes like a duck pond smells.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and like there are other things that make it worse.
Yeah.
That just gross you out even more.
I mean,
but we don't have to get into that. I have had really good seafood. I just want people to know, like, I've had a good life.
It's great.
My parents did a good job. Like, I grew up on the East Coast. I've had some really, really good seafood. I tried.
It's not your favorite.
I tried. I tried so hard. I have tried so hard. It's not that I haven't had good seafood. I have had so much good seafood. It just sucks.
I'm fighting words for something.
There's
you know what I'm saying?
nothing you can do to change my mind.
My dad is a pescatarian, which is literally he eats fish and is a vegetarian. So I feel like he would just have a gripe with you.
And like, I don't have anything against people who like seafood. But like, there is nothing that you can do to get me to like it. It's like the people, like, I also don't like cilantro because it tastes like soap.
I hate cilantro.
Yeah.
It tastes like soap. I can't do it.
It tastes like
soap
or like grass.
Dove soap was spread across my taste buds.
Yeah.
Like
it's like grass or like
it's like the epitome
grassy
of
soap.
Like someone saying, like your mother, you speak to your mother with that mouth and you have to wash your
and you have to just bite a whole like Irish Spring soap.
Yeah, very much so. Like
so like your mouth no amount of cilantro will make you like cilantro. No amount of seafood is gonna make me like seafood. I can always smell it. I can always taste it. You can't hide it. The ketchup ain't gonna make that taste better.
That fish stick tastes better, you know.
But let me tell you, man, there is so much ketchup that I use to drown out those fish sticks at the lunch table as a child.
Yeah, there was definitely lunch as a child. That's a whole different topic. Oh my gosh. And the opening of the milk carton.
Texture. There is almost nothing that like bothers me about texture. It's usually like there was something else first.
There's like
and the texture just made it worse.
Yeah. So you're like, the smell was disgusting. I put it in my mouth and it made it entirely worse.
Yeah. Usually it's like the taste is like, oh, this fish tastes like a duck pond. And also, it's an oyster. Why did I put this snot monster in my mouth?
I could never do it. I mean, for the same reason, I can never do an oyster. It's slimy and I can't do it.
Yeah. See, like that's a texture that's like, ugh. But it's also a taste that's like, ugh. Yeah. And the smell is, and it looks, and I don't know why I was forced to put it in my mouth.
Okay.
Where there were so many people who are like, oh, if you just try these oysters, it'll be great. And it's like, well, okay.
First of all, no.
I'm not in denial. Like, I don't have to put other things in my butter to recognize that butter is good.
Right.
Okay?
I know.
I already know that butter is good. I don't have to hide it by putting oysters in the butter. I can just be like, hey guys, I like butter. I will not eat spoonfuls of butter. But I'm not in denial. I know that dairy is good.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't need to smother oysters in butter to be like, I love oysters. Like, no, it's not the oysters, it's the butter, you guys. Like, anyway. But anyway, this is not, let's roll the dice. I want to get to some more of these questions.
So many tangents.
We've gone on a lot of tangents. I knew that was going to happen. It's a 7. It's 7. This is such a weird question.
They're all weird. Okay. Oh, I'm scared.
Which tooth is your sharpest tooth?
Hold on. Pretty sure canine on my right side.
On your right side.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's the left. It might be the left, honestly. It's one of my canines.
One of your canines?
That I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not the back teeth. I have too many feelings for that. Yeah, pretty sure it's like my left canine. Yeah, it feels sharpest to me.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
That's the weirdest question.
Thank you. There's more to it. For me, it's one of my premolars. That's my first premolar, my upper right first premolar. It's kind of like towards the inside. It's like you have two little mountains. You know how the tooth has like two little mountains, like the inner mountain. Okay. It's like super sharp.
My hand's like in my mouth. Okay.
Yeah, and then like the one that's right below that, the lower. Yeah. Right premolar, same thing. That inner mountain, pretty super sharp, way sharper than the canines. Interesting. It's weird.
They just sharpened them.
They've always been super sharp ever since I was little.
Like most of your food ends up is like the back of your mouth,
and like kind of the same.
And, like, tougher food gets back there too.
The like right hand versus left hand. Left is like pretty close, like a close second, but like definitely right. Right is like absolute champion. These premolars are like coming in strong. They're we'll take anything. Okay, so those are the sharp teeth. Okay. Sharp teeth. Ooh-ha. So those are the sharp teeth, but what tooth is your most versatile Swiss Army knife tooth?
I don't know.
Wait, are you saying that you don't use your teeth for stuff besides chewing?
I mean, I do.
Okay.
But the thing is, I chew more than I do anything else with my teeth. So like the front teeth are used for versatile other things.
Okay, but which one?
Probably like my two front like top teeth are just used for like
you open stuff.
Yeah, opening packages or I don't know, like when I have I do my nails sometimes. When I have long nails, I do like a bunch of stuff with my teeth.
Really? Yeah. Like what?
Like I have to open packages, or I have to like if I'm trying.
You open like wait.
Like an Amazon package, that's
what I was picturing.
Like a Costco bag of like pistachio.
Okay. Okay. Because I was picturing like, okay, she's got long nails. When is she opening like Amazon box? Just like
I'm just like take the box and just ravenously. At that point, the front teeth are the sharpest.
Yeah, I was like, why are you not calling those your sharp teeth?
Instead of like taking the scissors and like going along the box, it's just my front teeth.
That's legitimately what I thought you were implying. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, I said packages.
It's like girlfriend, like.
Or I'll do it with like I have little. They're called Zip Fizz. It's just like a little nutrient. Caffeine little like drink shot things.
Well, yeah. You put
and
it in water.
I'll use my teeth to get the like wrapping off if I have long nails on. Or things like, or if I'm driving, I'll just pop it off. It's whatever. But
wow.
Yeah. So I
use your teeth a lot.
Only when I have long nails. Otherwise, it's normally just my nails that I use.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm about to go do my nails when we get home.
Oh, that's exciting.
So you're just gonna see me using my teeth.
I'm trying to think of the last time I actually used my teeth for something besides chewing.
Or like brushing your teeth, or like.
Yeah.
Some people, when they brush their teeth, they'll like hold their toothbrush with their, like when they're like, in between like grabbing toothpaste. It's weird. I don't know. I don't hold my toothbrush with my teeth. I believe my sister does. Ooh. Where she'll like grab her toothbrush with with her teeth while she's like grabbing her toothpaste again.
Yeah, I guess for like convenience
instead of putting it down, she'll just put it in between her teeth.
Hold it.
Okay. I don't know, it feels weird to me.
Yeah, that feels weird. I wouldn't, but I have like an electric toothbrush. It's kind of heavy.
That is fair.
It's kind of heavy.
Like if it's just like a generic like dentist.
Yeah, just like your regular. Ones. I have those. That's like my like travel toothbrush. Ones. Yeah, but like no, I don't really. I'm trying to think. Like when did I guess. Well, like I have my Camelback. You know, you bite the little nozzly thing, but I don't think that counts.
That's still you're chewing, like drinking. Technically. That's still like a something that's suped to go in your mouth.
That's supposed to be in my mouth.
Not necessarily a foreign item. No, not a box from Amazon.
No, it's not an Amazon. That's what I thought you were gonna say. I was like, whoa.
I mean,
that's commitment.
My TV comes in the mail. I'm like,
I gotta get this box open.
You pick at the end of the tape or whatever. No,
I don't know why my brain went there. I'm sorry. Okay.
Fiery passion.
That's really funny. Like I have weirdly like hard nails.
I have very brittle nails.
Yeah.
They break.
I have so like easily. Crazy hard nails. Like feel that. Feel how hard that is.
Oh my god.
No, like
and that's like mine.
This
you
is
can see,
normal
can see
for me.
Like this.
Yeah. No, mine have never ever been
mine
like
are
that.
Super malleable. Also, it's because I do my nails with like glue. So
okay.
Weakens them.
I've always had like crazy hard nails.
That's impressive. Do you put oil on
No.
No. All right.
Well, they exist.
I hate you.
I trim them. I know, I'm sorry.
How dare you have automatically immaculate nails.
They exist, and I trim them periodically, and that's how they do be. And so a lot of, I just use those to open packages.
That's fair. You just use your nail? You don't even use scissors? Or just
sometimes I'll use scissors for stuff.
Thicker.
For thicker, robust things. Yeah. But even for some of the thicker masking tape, I just take the corner of my thumbnail and just.
Because once you start it, it's normally.
Oh yeah.
I would be scared that I would get a paper cut or something though on the front of my nail.
On certain packages, I have been defeated. Mm-hmm. But there's rarely a package that I cannot.
I'm gonna go home and try and my nail. It's not gonna work.
No, you shouldn't.
It's not gonna work. But now I'm curious.
My nails are
they're titanium.
Unusual.
That's just you just have titanium nails.
They're unusual.
Yeah, they're very mine bends super hard.
Mine do not.
And I was do you just have rocks on your nails?
No, this is this is normal for me.
I'm
no, I have
pushing on my nails, being are you strong? No, you're not. What is wrong?
That's my. Weird. Those are my nails.
These are mine.
Those are just your fingers, dude.
I don't have long nails right now. But that sounds.
I don't do anything. They've always been very hard. I think it's just genetics. My grandma, my great grandma, they all had very robust nails.
You just have real good nutrients.
I guess so. I don't know.
Don't have.
So yeah, I don't use my teeth. I've never really gotten in the habit of using my teeth to open things.
Yeah, I don't do it unless it's needed. Because I don't want to ruin the enamel or things like that. But unless it's I can't get something with my hands. I'll use my teeth.
Usually, if I get really frustrated, I'll try. And it doesn't go well, and then I use my nail, and it's way better.
It's fine. Yeah. So you just have to learn that you're
and everybody's don't use your nails, it's gonna ruin them, and it always works. So I'm just
you're
well, it's better than my teeth.
In my experience, yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah. Granted, I would much rather ruin my nail than ruin my teeth. Because that's
legitimately,
that's the best.
These suckers grow like nobody's business.
Yeah. And it's not even that mine grow, even if mine break or whatever, I would much rather have short nails that are a little bit
then a short tooth.
Then a broken tooth that I have to go to the dentist. I would
this doesn't grow back.
To avoid the dentist at all costs. Yeah. I have a dentist appointment on Friday. I'm not excited about it.
No.
It's just a cleaning. It's just a checkup.
Okay.
Not excited about it.
That's yeah.
Don't want them poking around with the little metal thing. They're
don't put sharp metal objects in your mouth. Immediately puts a sharp metal object in your mouth.
Irks the crap out of me.
Yep. Do you want to do one more question?
Sure. Do you want to roll it? Do you want me to roll it?
You haven't rolled in a second. I think you should roll it. 11.
We've gotten all different numbers. I'm very proud of us.
This is really funny because you're literally just talking about the dentist.
Oh no. I've segued us perfectly.
So have you ever thought about those little cleaner fish that nibble parasites off of sharks?
Yeah.
And big whales and stuff that hold their mouth open and the little fishies swim around in their mouths.
Yeah. Aren't
dentists just like that, but just for us?
Yeah, but it's less wriggly. Right? That's I can't imagine being because it's a fish, it's swimming and it's wriggly. That's my I'm so sorry. Nobody look at me.
Oh no!
I'll just be over here talking about my wriggly fish.
I just got the weirdest image of a fish, but wearing a little white coat.
It's what was that show on it's very similar to
it was really cute.
Oh, Fish Tales maybe it was called?
Yeah.
No, was that? I don't know.
Was it Shark Tale?
Not Shark Tale, not the movie, but the one where they're all going to school and the little fish. That's what that reminded me of.
Yeah.
What's that called? I don't even know.
Yeah.
But it's gonna come to me in an hour. I'm
that's such a weird thing. We pay people
to poke at our teeth and tell us that they're healthy.
Scrape stuff.
Oh my god, I can't, dude. I hate that feeling.
Off your teeth. and then to give you a lollipop after.
Be like, you did it! Here's the toothbrush. But the weirdest thing about dentists...
Weirder. I don't want to... Not the weirdest.
No,
the weirder
thing about dentists.
Because there's so many weird things.
When you're a child, they're like, here's a lollipop. Here's some candy after... Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's like, why are
orthodontists, they have, like, walls of candy. Anyway, for when you get your braces off.
Yeah.
But, like... at the dentist, and then you get older, and they're like, "Here's a toothbrush and floss. Do better." And you're like, "I'm sorry, like I just wanted a lollipop."
Like, are you gonna beat me with it when I walk out the door? Like
it's so stressful. I am very consistent about going to the dentist every 6 months. This is a thing that I do.
Yeah.
I didn't go for like 2 years because it was COVID, and so I was not leaving my house. I didn't go anywhere. Whatever. Yeah. I went to my dentist, and like guilt tripped me the entire time, and I was like, "Excuse me, I did so good, and I've been so depressed."
Like, I brushed my teeth, I floss, I used the weird mouthwash stuff.
Fluoride or not fluoride? I hate fluoride so much. When they put it on and it's
the
a weird
sticky
film.
stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you like can't eat for like a couple hours afterwards. I'm like, no, I would like to reward myself with fries.
Like as long as you can, right? Mm-hmm. But most of them are like, okay, like try to keep it on for at least 30 minutes because the longer it's on contact, the better it is.
But at the same
like
time,
it's the worst feeling ever because you just got your teeth really, really clean and then they cover it with goop. And they cover it with goop, and you already don't like weird texture. And it's the most opposite thing ever.
It feels like they put plaque back on my teeth.
Legitimately, it does. Like more plaque than what you had
before
when you went in there.
Yeah, and it's grainy, and I'll like suddenly like if I bite down on something, it feels like
sticky.
Sand in your
it's like sticky. It's like sticky, caramely, gooey goop. It's weird.
I hate it, and I don't ever do it. I just have like fluoride toothpaste that I have that I just use. Like,
that's fine.
I just use that.
That's great.
Like, and they're like, "Do you need more of that?" I'm like, "No, go get out."
And it's like that's what the
grocery
store is for.
They're asking questions.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. It's a weird time. Like,
it's very weird.
I'm not against dental health.
I'm still on the fact that I said regularly. Keep going.
I'm very like pro dental health, guys. Like, it's very much important. Brush your teeth. Like, gingivitis can lead to a lot of other problems besides inside your mouth. Like, it's a big deal. But like, the dentist, like, that whole experience is so weird. Mm-hmm. Like, it's such a weird time.
I like my dentist. I really do. They're very nice people. Mm-hmm. I just don't like the dentist on an overall.
It's just so awkward. Mm-hmm. Like, it's so awkward because, like, think about it.
Questions and you're like,
I feel like they get a lot of hate for that. They do. I feel like my dentist, my dental hygienist, like, they're actually pretty good about not talking to you when they're full up in your mouth.
If they're like filling a cavity or something like that, they're not gonna be like, "How's your Tuesday?"
They don't try to like talk to you, or they'll like take all 76 of their hands out of your mouth
and then
they'll talk to you.
But there are definite times in cleanings a lot of the time that they'll do it, and I'm like,
yeah, and you're like, how am I supposed to say anything?
On the other side of that, they're very good at interpreting what you say. When you're like,
that's they kind of like a weird skill.
Weird talent.
Like, that's a weird skill. And, like, I have to hand it to them. Like, they are really good at diffusing the, like, awk vibes. Yep. Because, like, they are literally, they're not in your space. They're on your space.
Yeah.
They are on your space. They are, like, literally resting on top of your face.
Yeah.
Their hands are
all up in your business.
In your mouth, like full down your throat, like deep throating, like so far down there. Like, it could check on your colon while they're at it. Yeah, like, sometimes it feels like
on the heart and lungs while you're in there.
Like, please. It's like just like whoa, whoa, guys.
No, 100%.
So far, it's
so
there's a lot.
It's
Yep.
It's a lot. It's happening. It happens.
But they come into work with a smile. Like, that takes a special kind of person. What a weird job.
They're like, what do you do for a living? It's like, I've never seen like the Facebook posts where they're like, describe your job in a weird way or whatever. And they're like,
I don't think you have to. Like, I don't think you have to describe your job in a weird way if you're a dentist. You just have to describe your job. You're like, how would you describe your job? Like, I crawl into other humans' mouths.
I poke other people's mouths and tell them they're healthy or tell them they're not for a living.
Yeah. Like, I take big long needles and stab people's gums.
Okay, point for the dentist, they numb the spot they're going to put the shot.
Most of the time.
Most good dentists will numb the spot where they put the shot. As opposed to when you get like a flu shot.
Oh my gosh.
That hurts.
Yeah. Though it would be really counterintuitive though, like if they're gonna like numb you for a flu shot, because it would take forever. Like it takes like 20 minutes, you guys. Yes. Like it takes 20 minutes, and then you're getting poked twice.
I am the person who will like put an ice pack on my arm before I go get my flu shot, so that it's numb before I get there, and then I get there, they do it, and then it slowly thaws, and I feel better about my life. Did I just give you like a major idea? Like what is? Are you okay? Or I'll get ice cream from the freezer of like the Walgreens I go to, put it on there while I'm waiting, and that's my reward afterwards is the ice cream that I have now. I have this down to science because I hate needles. Are you good? Are you doing okay?
Oh my gosh.
Revolutionary.
Why have I never done this? What?
When you grow up with a needle phobia as a child.
But I am scared of needles.
All right. My mom gave me the idea. I don't know. Like,
oh my gosh.
My mom was like, "Here, what do you want for like your reward?" She would always give me something.
That's so smart.
Yeah, so she would buy me ice cream beforehand. We would use it as the ice pack, and then I would eat the ice cream in the car on the way home.
That's so smart.
Mm-hmm. Yep. My mother is a genius.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
You're welcome for this tidbit of information.
Holy crap, guys.
You're welcome.
That's not even okay.
There was
a freaking question. There was a freaking question that we didn't even get to that she just freaking answered. Holy crap. Thank you.
May your flu shot season be
hopefully
ever brighter.
I will.
Because it doesn't like stop the hurt after you get the shot. No. That's just gonna be bruised. It's gonna hurt. It's whatever.
It's its job.
It's what it's doing.
That's
you
the
gotta
vaccine's
move the muscle.
job.
You gotta do the weird chicken wing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do it, but like to like work out the muscle and get it relaxed again.
Yeah.
But the initial shot, which a lot of people are scared of, where it's like that's gonna hurt because it's the anticipation. It doesn't hurt.
It's
normally.
not that painful. But like if you have a needle phobia, it's your brain versus your body thing. And like I very much have that, right? Mm-hmm. And like I'm talking about it right now. Like
it makes me clammy. Like it.
No, like I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
My arm hurts.
I could go to like the Walgreens and be like, hey, I need to get a vaccine, and I would be like totally fine until they walk in the door with it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the worst part.
Totally fine. Like totally fine.
I was at the doctor's.
Doesn't bother me at all until it's pointed in my direction, is what I tell people. And then I will hit the deck. I will be out cold. Yeah. And it makes absolutely no sense. Yeah. And that is like a game changer. I'm absolutely gonna do that.
Do that. Because
like
I usually Ben and Jerry's little pint.
Yeah.
Put it on
and
there.
Like I'll usually like if I have to do a blood draw or if I have to like get a shot or whatever. Yeah, those are definitely different. I usually have to like psych myself up. What's a muscle?
Yeah, like
your muscle is very well innervated.
Hurts way more than like a needle going in like your vein.
There's also a bone freaking right there.
Yeah, I'm like I feel like that just hurts a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Same thing with like getting a shot like in your butt. Those hurt.
I've only had one time as a child, and I blacked out.
Yeah, I got strep for like 6 times in like a span of like 6 months to a year.
Oh no!
Didn't get my tonsils out. We don't know what happened.
Wow! But, I was gonna say what the heck happened.
Keep down the oral medicines, and so we had to do
injectable.
That would hurt so bad. But they made me feel better in like 30 minutes, and then I was fine.
So yeah, you'd have to soldier on.
It was the worst.
No, I usually, like, if I have to get an injection of anything or have an IV place or whatever, like I tell people, like, okay, this is what's gonna happen.
Phobia,
like I have a phobia. I'm fully aware of it. Like, I trust you guys. It'll be fine. My body just likes to do this thing.
Yeah.
And this is what I have to do.
Yeah.
And so, like, they lay me down. I do my whole thing, and I work it out, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
But that ice pack trick, I'm definitely doing that next time.
Yeah, it's real nice because it's just the initial, like, it's even if it's a placebo, even if it doesn't technically work or do anything for you, it helps your mind connect with your body and
like,
go, we're okay.
Forget about it.
Like, we're fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, like, because I can tell myself all day long,
oh, yeah,
it's not going to hurt, everything's going to be fine. And then I see the needle and I go, it's going to be the worst pain I've ever
honestly, one, I don't look, right? I can never watch.
I have to look.
Oh, I can't. Then I definitely pass out. Yeah, like, I absolutely pass. I cannot watch. And it's even like the little alcohol swab, even just thinking about
just
that,
knowing
whatever, like, it's
knowing
not even the like needle, because the needle doesn't actually hurt that much, but the swab gets me. Oh, yeah. Anyway. What a great topic, you guys.
Bringing this one back
I wanna talk more about all the weird things that we do as humans, because it could go on forever. We're so weird.
It's great.
We're so weird.
It's wonderful that we're so weird, but it's also weird that we're so weird.
It's really bizarre. It's really bizarre. I freaking love being a human. I love tea. We'll have to have boba tea at some time, but
not when I'm here, apparently.
No, I guess you
can't
have boba tea, but that's good to know. I love boba tea. Highly recommend.
I like the flavor. If that makes any difference.
That's good.
That's good.
You can get
non-boba
tea that doesn't have boba in it.
I know, but that's counterintuitive. Counterproductive.
You're missing out on half the fun, but that's a personal choice. Like,
fair, understand. Fair.
Yeah,
right,
like
fair.
that's okay. You can still come to the party.
I'll just be the party pooper in the corner.
It's fine. It's fine. This is all we have time for to talk about today, guys. But we will talk at you later.